Hello everybody, today I'm going to share you some important concepts that you need to understand from the book Napoleon Hill, from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, right? The first one is the power of your thought, right? The power of the thoughts that you are just thoughting for yourself, that you tell for yourself, right? That means this Hill is just emphatic the power of our thoughts and the belief in just shaping our reality, right? What you think becomes just the real for the long run, right? So what you are believing in yourself, what you are just your thought will become just translate to the material for your question, right? So he argued that our dominant thoughts can be what attracted corresponding circumstances and opportunities in our life, right? So your thoughts have the power to create the material or the wealth or and the people, the circumstance, everything towards you, right? So whether you are believing right or whether your thought is right or not, it just in the long run it will come to you, right? So it may just grow or it may decline your posture. So you have to think about what you are thinking again and again, right? So you have to just conscious for your unconscious thought, right? The second one is desire, right? Strong desire, burning desire, or the desire to do something that has just immense power in your life, right? So the starting point for all achievement is what? The desires, right? Everything is just start from the desire to do something, the desire to be somebody, the desire to have everything that you really want. That's the desire, right? The starting point, right? So Napoleon he just stresses the importance of having a burning desire or a definite purpose in order to achieve success, right? So this desire just acts as the fuel that drives one towards your goals, right? So if you are just having a strong and immense desire, burning desire towards to do something, to achieve something great, so that will come to your life immediately. So that is your desire have a valuable advantage, a crucial, and it's vital for the achievement of your goals, right? So you have to have a good desire. You gotta just desire it. You gotta have hungry on the things that you really want to achieve, right? The third one is the third principle that Napoleon Hill mentioned is faith, right? Believing in yourself, maybe believing in your business or believing in the things that you really want to have, right? So faith is what? The visualization and the belief in what? The attainment of what? One's desire, right? Is the visualization and the belief in the attainment of one's desire is what? It's belief or it is faith, right? So just Napoleon Hill just suppose that or suggests that cultivating the unwavering faith in oneself and in the achievement of one's goal, even in the face of what challenge and setback, right? Even you are facing a lot of challenge, even if you are just things seems too difficult. At the time, if you are believing strong enough, if you have a strong enough desire, if you have in addition to your desire, if you have just a strong enough faith in yourself and in the projects that you have or in the business that you are starting or whatever the things that you really want to have, that's really important. That's really crucial for the attainment of your goals, right? So the other one is out-suggestion or self-affirmation, right? Affirmation is also critical, right? So, because out-suggestion means what? Suggesting something for yourself for the benefits of yourself, right? Or telling something positive for yourself always, just that's really make a difference in your life, right? So Napoleon Hill introduced the concept of out-suggestion, right, which involves what? Feeding one's mind with what? A positive affirmation and what's a belief to just reinforce what desired outcomes and overcome limiting beliefs, right? That's also really important, right? So that this out-suggestion or self-affirmation or affirming your mind in a positive way. That's really making a difference in your just your thought, your just whatever is the business that you are starting, or whatever the percentage, the personal qualities that you want to have. You're gonna just affirm yourself always. You have to tell your mind positive, such positive things that you have to remind your mind what to be, what feel so much proud, right? You gotta feed your mind such positive thing, right? That's really make a difference, man. So the other one is the five principle is specialized knowledge. This is also crucial, right? Specialized knowledge is really important, right? So just Napoleon Hill suggests that, or he emphasizes that what the importance of what acquiring specialized knowledge in one's what choosing field, right? If you're just have a special knowledge, not general knowledge, you may have a general knowledge, but you have to just bring that to a specific, or you have to make it specific enough, right? To make it clear, you have to clarify your desire, and you have to become the professional at that field, right? You have to become a specialist at that field, right? It may be skilled, or it may be just what maybe intellect, right? You have to have what specialized knowledge on some what choosing field, what you're desired of, right? So that this, and if you are just specialized on that knowledge, and also you have to continuous, yeah, you have to continue or continuous learning, and just acquiring what expertise are just essential for success, right? This is also very important for the achievement of your success, right? The other one is imagination, right? The sixth principle that Napoleon Hill mentioned is, and his book Think and Grow Rich, is what imagination, right? Imagining yourself, right? The things that you want to be. Imagine yourself just having the business that you really desire. Imagining yourself to be the kind of person that you like to be. Imagining yourself something bigger than that, you think, right? That's really also important, right? And also I mean that Napoleon, or just he suggests that what or he believes, Napoleon Hill just believe, right, that imagination is what the workshop is, workshop where what all your desire, all your idea, all your goals are what created. Right, like crafting a picture in a paper, right? Like an art, right? It is just a workshop to where all your dreams just became just created, right? That's the place where you create what your goals, or whatever the desire that you have. You have to create on your mind. You have to imagine yourself having something, being the kind of person that, right? Think yourself before you are doing, right? That's really important. Think yourself before you got all achievement, before you got all that business, before you got the kind of person that you like to be. Just really imagining yourself is really make a difference in your life, right? So try it, right? Try to imagine yourself, right? So by just harnessing the power of imagination, right? By harnessing the power of imagination, just individuals can visualize their goals and just develop innovative solutions to achieve them, right? That's really important to have, because whenever you are imagining yourself as somebody or having something, that's just rewires the brain, right? Your brain will become just rewired as it just make a new connection that enables you to be, or to do, or to have the thing that you really desire, right, in the long run. So try to imagine all the time as much as possibly can. I really suggest you, I really just suggesting you to do all the time, right, all day long. The other one that Napoleon Hill mentioned is the seventh principle is organized planning, right? Organized planning, also really important, right? So the success requires what? A well-defined plan of action, right? If you want to achieve something, you got to plan, right? You got to have a plan. You gotta just have something. Just you have to have a blueprint for something that you wanna do, right? Unless you are just putting the paper, or unless you are crafting on the paper, or unless you are imagining something on your mind. If you don't have that image, right? So the attainment of the goal will be just takes a long time, and the chance of achieving your goal will be just lesser and lesser, right? So you have to have a organized planning. Once you imagine it, you gotta just plan it, right? So he advocates for creating a detailed plans, or setting clear goals, and just taking consistent, organized steps towards your attainment, right? That's really important also, right? Just yeah, clarity is really important in the achievement of your goal, or the achievement of whatever you want, right? And the other one, this eighth principle that Napoleon Hill mentioned is what? Decision, right? You got to decide. Decision is really important, right? So successful people make a decision promptly and firmly, right? Successful people they are just making decision promptly, immediately. They decide immediately, and firmly. They will never change it. Once they decided, they will never just change it immediately, right? They will wait for until something's happen, right? They become just more patient, and just will be resilient for something to happen, right? They will never they decide faster, and they change it slower. Those are successful people. But unsuccessful people, sometimes they are deciding for a longer time, right? They take a long time to decide to do something, right? Then once they decided, it takes a long time, then they change it promptly. Those are unsuccessful people, right? So, but successful people always decide or make a decision promptly and firmly, right? And also, indecision leads to procrastination and missed opportunities, right? Most often, just when you are not deciding, it just going to lead to procrastinate, and you may have the chance to miss the opportunity, right? And also the other one is the Napoleon Hill encourage is decisiveness, and taking swift action towards one's goal is really make a difference. It's really the most important thing is decision, right? You got to decide on the thing that you really want to have. That's really important. The ninth principle that Napoleon Hill mentioned is persistent, right? Persistent, and having resilience, having discipline to wait until something happens. Once you decided, you have to be persistent. You have to be disciplined enough, right? So persistent is crucial for overcoming obstacle and achieving success, right? So Hill emphasizes the importance of perseverance and resilience in the face of challenges and temporary defeats, right? So once you are just make a decision, or you gotta have the character for persistent or consistent. That's really important. That you have to be disciplined enough to wait until something happen. Right? Don't just be the one who is just don't do that, right? You have to be disciplined enough to you have to be persistent enough, right? So just Hill emphasizes the importance of perseverance and resilience in the face of challenges and the temporary defeats, right? You may have a challenge, that's really true, right? You will face a lot of challenge, obstacle, whatever you are going to mention, it will face that reality. That is just always thing, right? You will face challenge, but you have to be resilient, right? You gotta be resilient, and you have to be persistent enough. You have to be disciplined enough for the attainment of your goals, right? Unless you wait long, and unless you are patient for something to happen, you never have the chance to see the end of your result, right? The attainment of your goals, right? So that's really important. The other and the last principle that Napoleon Hill mentioned is the mastermind principle, right? Mastermind means just having a group, five or six, two or three or thousand, 100,000, whatever the group it may be, the number of members you have, right? Mastermind is really crucial for the achievement of your goals, right? Because whenever you are mastermind, whenever you are just cooperating your ideas, right? Another new ideas will come to your business, your life, right? So the attainment of your goal becomes just what, very easy and easy, right? So you gotta just have a mastermind group that enables you to what to do, and to just to have a lot of ideas for the achievement of your goals, right? That's really important. So you have to surround yourself just with just a like-minded individuals who share similar goals and just can accelerate one success, right? So he advocates for just forming a mastermind alliance where what individuals work together in harmony towards what common objectives, right? And leverages the collective wisdoms and what energy of the group, right? So you have to make it more and more and more, right? So mastermind is really crucial for the attainment of the goals. That these all 10 principles as a takeaway that we are going to take from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, right? This is the number one just self-help and business book that ever be written by in 1960s, right? So this is the takeaway. So just go and subscribe my YouTube channel, Ethio Bright Lecturer, Wisdom Transformation Horizon, and Wisdom Reflection Horizon. All these YouTube channels are really creative, and just they enable you to understand the world, how the world really functions in the business, in all the psychology, all the things are just uploaded on that YouTube channel. So you go ahead and just subscribe my YouTube channel. Have a nice time.